gonna give this a second to um gonna fire off some links real quick. Okay, so I'm new to this. Let me know if something sounds wrong. If I've got something configured incorrectly. So looking at this intro, we get some spoilers. We see what Cyclone and Slurp Cut costs. We see the character palettes. We see, you know, some shuffled enemies. So we know R series, Aerosdome. We saw Cyclone and Slurp Cut, didn't look very good. This is kind of like cheating in a way, kind of an early preview of stuff, but if you want to use it, use it. So we see what kind of enemies are here. Frog's last tech is going to be a Leap Slash, 17 MP. So out of the gate, we already know, like if we have the opportunity to do Red Pin or Spin Cut, or Spin Strike, we're going to fish for that. Son of Sun at the factory, so not somewhere we want to go unless we have to. Maybe get some red mails before we go. Not going to be surprised by that until I forget. So one more thing we can see here, Spin Cut and Ice. Spin Cut costs 3 MP, not very good. Ice is 20, so we know out of the gate, Frog, Leap Slash good, Ice is good. We'll have to keep that in mind as we're exploring. Alright, so we're going to boot up into this menu. Got objectives. I'm going to go ahead and write this down. So we got Johnny Race, Mount Woe, Magus Castle, Turkey Trade. We got a Epoch Boss, Genodome Boss, Ruby Knife Boss, Factory Boss. When I say Ruby Knife Boss, I mean Ocean Palace. You gotta beat the Twin Boss, bring the Ruby Knife there, blow the Man Machine up. So just looking at it, no real free objectives. Johnny Race, I need Chrono, I need the bike key. Mount Woe, need Zeal access. Magus Castle, Masamune Frog, or Flight. We can get there with Flight. Jerky Trade, just need to find a jerky. So, Epoch Boss, we got to get the either the Jets of Time, Zeal access, or we need to get to the Blast Village, do the Blackbird. Either one of those works. Genodome Boss needs Flight, needs Robo. Ruby Knife thing. Need to be able to open sealed doors. So either a charged pendant, or if Magus is in the party, you can also do it. I need the Ruby Knife. Need Zeal access. Factory, we can get there with bike key. We can get there with Flight. We need Robo to actually get in. And we got to beat Son of Sun there. So, objectives, a little sketchy. We'll see how it goes. So we start with Luca, slow character, not a lot of damage out of the gate. Just see what happens. So I've customized a little bit. Got that custom Luca sprite, helmetless. I found it online. I just kind of ported it over. I got a custom palette. I kind of change these things on a whim. It's pretty easy to change. We've got a tool for it. So gonna start off, get some loot. I didn't mean to talk to her. I got a load bow, vendor fodder basically. No use for it right now. A full ether, blue rock, so I can get 2 speed. That's a lucky break. Luca starts at like 6 speed, so a little bit of safety there. We'll check out this shop. If we do the prison break, the shop is going to change to the fridge shop. We'll have different stuff in it. So we got a dragon head. That's a DS item. Gives power +5, only for boys. I'm going to buy some heals, buy a shelter, 2 shelters, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and sell this full ether here. We'll get more later. I don't want the sight scope. Load bow, who cares? I'll get like 5 revives. Like 10 shelters, why not? I'll use them all. So if we want to get the dragon head and the gold stud, we're going to go ahead and just not do the prison break. Obviously, if we do that, a different shop pops up. Possibly different items. Could be better, could be worse. Dream bow for sale. That's not bad. Moon armor. That's also really good. For the boys only. So not crazy, but moon armor could be useful. So we see Frog here. He drops a seed. With the seed, Air's Dome becomes a double check. You kill the boss. You go to the fridge. You get whatever's in there. Then you come back out, and the old man gives you another key item. We got a Vanilla Gato here. There are 6 mini bosses. They all shuffle. Him, Flea Plus, Super Slash, Dalton, Crawley, and Atropos. Any one of those could have been here. Just happened to be him this time. So I'm just gonna fight this. Get like an extra level or 2. Just, you know, get my run started. It's not actually necessary. Sorry, but Luca, you know, she could use a little bit of extra help at the start. Her guns aren't very good. You know, get some techs online. I might not even be able to kill this. I might be wasting my time here. So, yeah, definitely a character that needs a little love. I might get lucky. She does, of course, get stronger later on, depending on her techs, which I haven't looked at yet. So, we've got Napalm. We could have used that, I guess. Fire 2. Cost 20. So really, that's the only good thing she's got. Everything else rolled very low, so... all that tech power, it's somewhere in the seed. It's not on Luca. So with that in mind, I don't think we're going to get that Fire 2 anytime soon. I'm going to lean into like looking for recruits at the start. Maybe get like some power elsewhere. I'm going to go ahead and check the prison. There could be a character there. And if it's something good, why not? So, immediate thoughts, party-wise. We know ice is good. Fire 2 is very good, so Ayla, Blaze Kick, Fire Whirl. If I were to keep Luca, I probably do want that Ayla, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully the boss doesn't block me. I am going to go the extra mile, loot some extra stuff, just because you know, I want like a good gun, maybe some other stuff that'll make this party a little bit better. So nothing good so far. I don't think I saw any guns in shops or anything, but you know, whatever junk I get here, I can just sell it later. So if I do happen to find something good in a shop, I'll have you know, stuff on hand that I can use to trade for it. So chests are shuffled. It's from the vanilla loot pool mostly. I've got like a little bit of randomness to it. So anything obtainable in the vanilla game presumably will be here somewhere. There's no chest tiers. There's no, you know, no waiting to where anything is at. So I could find a rainbow in the next chest. I could find a magic tab there. I mean, any number of things. So you can wait out the execution. And it is faster than actually breaking out because you don't have to actually fight anything. It does play a little bit of a cutscene. It does take some time to get through it, but on the whole, it is a time save. However, just with like my early concerns about my characters and their power, I'm gonna do all the looting, do all the fighting I can do. Just really maximize my chances of success. Leaper is kind of a scary enemy. They do a lot of damage. It's a Giant's Claw enemy, I believe. So I'm hoping, you know, get some mid tonics. You know, get lucky on some of the guards. So depending on what enemy is down here, it's a large enemy. In vanilla, it's the Omnicrone. They're immune to magic, but hopefully they're not there, so I can use my magic. I imagine it'll be better than the gun. So load vest. Let's go ahead and equip that, get some armor. Okay, so it's a vanilla Omnicrone, whatever. Not a lot of HP, thankfully. Only level 2. So if you don't advance the dialogue, you just walk around him instead of waiting for him. So we got some rocks here. I'm going to try to avoid them. So all the guards are going to be replaced by those leapers. All the shields are going to be rocks. It's enemy shuffle. Appropriate music given the circumstances here. Thankfully, again, very low level. I do also have a modifier on the prison escape. It's like 3 levels under my scaling just because it's a check where you're forced into solo or 2 characters for the boss. You know, typically you don't want like a significant challenge for a party composition like that, so I cut him to pieces. Oops. That's unfortunate. So I did make a deal. I said I would rescue Fritz, you know, if certain conditions were met, and they were. Hopefully, I don't have any reason to go back on that at a later date. Valor Crest, that's a DS item. It's for Ayla. 50% counterattack rate plus 20% crit chance. Crit chance not like a vanilla property, but it does exist. In the DS version of the game, there's a couple pieces that do that. The hero medal is an example in the vanilla game, like increases the crit rate of the Masamune. You know, in that kind of spirit. So it's Ayla exclusive. There are other crit chance items that other characters can use. We are getting the Ayla though, so it'll be a good boon for her, I imagine. Especially early on, you know, we don't have very strong techs. We're gonna lean into some auto attacks a lot of the time, probably. So good to have. We may keep that on for some time. So unfortunately, no guns yet. Probably gonna rely on Ayla to do most of the work here. She should be level 7 with at least one tech, based on this spot. Gonna be like a level 2 boss. Shouldn't be a big deal. Try not to die challenge. So you want to interact with this guy's corpse. 5 mid tonics. I didn't see any in shops, so any extra source of healing I can get without wasting Ayla's turn is a good thing. Yes, I did save Fritz. I intend to keep my promise. Just keep showing up, keep learning. You gotta win that whatever we called it, the golem thing. I don't remember the thing. So we will see what the Fritz shop ends up being. Mother Brain sucks. I hate it. Hopefully I can kill it. So I think I had a triple kick. Not a very good one, mind you, but... the boss has 96 HP. I might just be able to blitz it. See what this does. So Mother Brain, kind of disproportionately low HP, just because of the nature of the boss. Yeah, it's dead. Level 2, or level 1 boss, level 7 Ayla, no biggie. But yeah, it has all the healing, the status effects. You know, if you destroy the healing, she goes crazy, kills you in like 2 hits. So not a boss that really needs a lot of HP. You know, we want a couple of ways to deal with it. I'll go ahead and put this this Valor Crest on. Nice piece. So a little bit of a detour. I don't normally do this check, but just because, like my starting Luca was not very good, I went ahead and did it. I'm gonna cop the free heal here. I did do a house warp just now. That's just start plus select on the map. Takes you home, doesn't reset any progress. Just, you know, puts everything back where it should be. So I do have Ayla. One thing I can do with her. She does open up the Reptite layer check. I'll just demonstrate that real quick. Let me check all this other stuff first. So he's got the C trigger. Jerky Trade is an objective. So if I turn that in, I'll get an objective. I'll get the C trigger. Dragon Head, that's just for guys, but good item. C trigger opens up the Beckler check, so we can see what that is too. So, I mean, if we find a jerky, we can go straight to Death Peak. That's really nice. I'm definitely gonna be doing some checks here, because that Death Peak character is level 37. He's got all their techs. I can't really say no to that. I guess I have Magic Tab for sale. I didn't mean to put that on. I'm gonna sell this Power Scarf, Third Eye, Charm Top, see what he has. Grab like 10 tonics just for rat bait. I'll hold on to the rest. So I will go ahead and buy that C trigger from here. And then, you know, if I find a jerky, all bets are off. We're gonna do some crazy stuff. Hopefully it pays off. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see what the Fritz shop has for sale, just because it is a different shop. So full tonics. I lost access to whatever was there. It was something good, but who cares? So I'm gonna save. With the C trigger, you don't need silver points to do this. You can just walk in, he'll tell you what it is. If you don't want it, walk out. If you complete the game successfully, it doesn't cost anything. Pendant, I'll take it, yeah. That might be really important. If you lose the game, depending on how far you get, it'll be cheaper. You can also do it with Chrono in the party lead and silver points. But there's no fallback on that. If you fail, you can't pay money, you just lose your silver points, so always save beforehand. This is oddly hard with this sprite for some reason. These pallets are messing me up. Hopefully I don't choke. So after 12 it gets faster. Oops. I should have been counting. I panicked a little bit. So you might have heard the error there. It's kind of weird. Like if you're holding a button, it'll go ahead and input it, but if you're quick enough, you can sometimes get out of a mistake. If you tap the button super fast as well, sometimes it won't register, so you have to kind of like hold it for, you know, a brief moment just to make sure it registers. It's kind of finicky. Anyway, I did get it. You go to Chrono's house, you pick it up. I don't need a heal, I've done that already. I'm gonna check this hut. Got a shop here. Nothing good really. Mid tonics, I've already got them. So level 1 of this trading hut, not very good. The ultimate piece is a Nova armor, so if I'm, you know, in the late game and I really need status protect and I've got some dudes in the party, I'll go ahead and do that. This takes, you know, a couple extra seconds, but, you know, it could be something good. Just a regular chest. So it was, in fact, something good. I got a Gloom Helm. Speed +1, protect all. If I, you know, actually recruit that character, that'll be something nice to have. Speed is always good, of course. Status protect, especially for like mutants, Lavos, all that stuff, good. So with Ayla, I can do some, well, you know what that is. I don't have to say it. Get him out of the way. Can go ahead and proceed to Reptite Lair. Oops, I hit left. I don't hit left when you're doing that. This is a scary enemy type. I'm just gonna run. I can kill him, but I don't want to. That's the Northern Ruin skeleton. They're pretty strong. So you come down here, there's a chest. Flint Edge, that would have been a random chest because that's not actually in the vanilla item pool. So I mean, just demonstrating that I do have like 75% shuffle, 25% random chests on. I screwed that up. I should have stayed left. I can't skip and talk at the same time, I guess. So I'm just gonna run again. I'm not really interested in, whatever these guys drop. I am on a time limit, so 300 gold, not the best. So hug this wall. We're gonna come over here first, grab this chest. 30,000 gold, that's much better. Gonna go up and around, grab this chest. So if we do find Chrono, that's a good weapon. Got a Kali blade. I got a chest here, power tab. Gonna come down here. So we got Reptite Lair. Because there's no waiting to the chests, you don't really have incentive to go for the secret tunnels unless you just really want more loot. It could very well be like a prism specs or something, but I'm not gonna waste my time on it. So we do a lot of like mandatory encounters made optional, things that required skips before still require skips now, so you still got to do like this kind of thing. But where this would be a mandatory encounter normally, there's a flame there. You can just trigger it if you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up, see if I got anything worth equipping. Not really. Don't really have any good techs yet. So Ayla, we can see her best techs are Dino Tail, Cat Attack. Cat Attack, you want a good Chrono for that. His lightning will make it do double damage. Dino Tail, physical AoE, very useful. Tailspin, 8 cost. I think that's less than vanilla, but because Fire 2 rolled so high, that would actually be a really good combo once we get to there. So we may hold on to these guys. So if there is like a sprite for a particular key item, you can see what it is. So we see that if we clear this place, we'll get the Jets of Time. We can use that to kind of shortcut fight access. We don't need to do the entire Blackbird. We can just do the Epoch boss, get our flight that way, which is an objective. So if we find a path to 12,000, we're gonna go straight there. Giga Gaia, a little scary. Big AoEs. But I think we can get the hands down, like, before it matters. Hopefully. We'll see. So I'm gonna say, probably just primarily use Luca for healing. See if we can get some damage out real quick. So, our damage output, not very good right now. I may actually even just do autos on Ayla, I'm not sure. I can at least crit with those. And I do have the increased crit chance. So, I mean, it's marginally better to crit than to do triple kick. May just lean into triple kick instead. It's at least consistent. So I did like doing like, I don't know, maybe 180 damage per turn. It's gonna take a few turns to get the boss down. I don't know if it revives the arms, if there's one still up. I guess we're gonna find out today. If not, this should be pretty free. That arm I don't think does very much. I'll just keep an eye on my HP. Keep an eye out for the arms reviving. Good chance, like, one more of those counters and that arm dies, but I'm gonna try to not kill it. Okay, so the arms do come back. I'm gonna want to at least kill one of these arms. Possibly heal Luca. See, I do have like 5 revives just in case things go sideways. I think when the arms revive, they have less health as well. Shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, that one actually has a good amount of health. Like to get some healing in here. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. So this arm should be pretty close. I've done like a good amount of damage to it. I'm gonna give her MP back. So I think the boss, probably about 500 hit points left. Should be done pretty quick here. A bit of a slog. I could have gone to like Cathedral for the character there. I've probably been a lot better off, especially if I had like a good weapon on them. I'm hoping I can kill this boss before Luke goes down. I hate to lose out on some levels here. That might kill him, I don't know. I never see this attack. Okay, we're fine. So, any turn now, this should be over. There we go. So, I mean, kind of a longer fight. Didn't have a lot of damage, but you know, I let my HP get a little bit low, but it wasn't like a threat in any way. Like it wasn't gonna kill me. So hopefully worth it. Got the Jets of Time. If I get like the Pendant Charge or the Dreamstone, I can go to Zeal. I can get my flight pretty early. I can get Mount Woe as well. That'll put 2 objectives. So I'm gonna see about getting another character. Not super crazy about this yet. Solo kick is very slightly better. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more shopping and looting as well. Silver Rock, that's nice. Might actually burn that instead. I am leaning into the techs already, so counters, crits. Perhaps not what I want. Oh, there's another one, nice. So everything's coming up frog. Got a lot of frog-oriented stuff. Hopefully I find him. I don't even know. That might be a vanilla enemy. So we got the new here. I don't have any AoE, so I'm a little skeptical. I don't think I want to fight that. So first dead check of the run. No frog, or no character in the frog spot here. We do have the jerky. So this changes everything. Like I said earlier, if we get the jerky, we're going to do something funny. We're going to turn this in. It will be an objective. But more importantly, I'm going to get the clone from this. There was a C trigger at the jerky trade. There's a C trigger at the snail stop. because we got one of those, it's going to turn into the clone at the other spot. So with the seed trigger, with the clone, with the seed, Aerostome is a double check. Death Peak is accessible. Like I said earlier, Death Peak, you get a level 37 character, full tech list. Hello. So we're gonna see what this does. If this was Jets, we'd be in go mode right now. Unfortunately, we're not. Black Omen is unlocked, but we can't get there. We have no flight. I got that already. Oops. So I'm really hoping we find some bosses that, you know, aren't super hard on Death Peak. We can get up there and there's actually a character there. It'll be pretty good. So no pendant charge. Can't open that door yet. Still, if I had known, if I had bought that first before I got the pendant, I would have the charged pendant. Unfortunately, didn't come here first. Not much I can do about that. Just bad luck. So I bought 10 tonics earlier. That's mostly for this. I'm not actually gonna like heal with them or anything. So that you get stolen, you know, go through there. I was too slow, but you can skip that fight if you're not slow. You don't need to do it here. You can just skip it. You don't need this one. Come up here, get this chest. Get your tonic stolen, go right here. Don't need to go all the way down. This is a mistake, but I'm gonna fight these. There's 5 enemies here. Got napalm. Just gonna see if I get anything good off it. These do attack very fast, very hard though, so I might regret this. So they split up. That's a little upsetting. Hopefully that kills. Yes, okay. So the danger is past. We're gonna get a couple levels, maybe get a tech off of this, hopefully. Hopefully they drop something good. I have no way of knowing. It's random drops. They might not drop anything. So, muscle ring. Absolute crap, but whatever. I can sell it. I don't even want to heal. Not worth it. So, I don't want to fight any of those guys. They don't have anything I want, probably. I'm gonna go ahead and check this chest, see what these enemies are, their bats. That's annoying. We got an amulet. That's good. Status Protect is always awesome. Aerostome. I'm gonna do Death Peak first. I don't want to like push the scaling too high while I've got 2 characters, so I'm gonna prioritize that. I'm gonna heal up, check the shop. After I do Death Peak, hopefully I get that character. We'll come back here. We'll check this. A little bit of an investment. If it doesn't pay off, I'm gonna look like an idiot, but hopefully it does. Still no gun. Not happy about that. Rock throw coming up. Fire, maybe slightly better damage. That fire 2 will be pretty good at the end, though. So I'm gonna save. I'm gonna be back in like 1 minute. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go through the sewer. Gonna go to Death Peak. Really cross our fingers. Hope it works out. It is a massive gamble, but I mean, high risk, high reward. It's a randomizer. We're gonna see what happens. So these guys, I think it's Flyclops. Yeah, if I have Charm, I can get gold studs off of them. I'll have to remember that. Definitely a lucrative thing to get, whether for sale or just MP conservation. It's a strong item. This might suck. So he does have that good evasion. Gonna lean into some magic here, try to get him down. He's probably gonna have like more HP than I'm comfortable with. So mostly, I'm gonna try to not kill him while I have less than 100 HP. Up until that point, you know, he's not gonna be able to kill me with the balls, but the burp when he dies, it might do like 60 damage or so. I don't know, some amount. Just wanna be safe for it. Yeah, so there's the evasion. I may just keep flame tossing. It's kind of a lot of animation for a miss. I'll give it another go. So I think Luca and Ayla do have pretty good hit chance. So it may not be such a bad play. If it was like Robo or something, some loser that misses a lot, I'd probably just have them sit, have them heal. So, kind of in two-shot range. I'm not gonna do the kick anymore. I'm gonna do one flame toss, heal up, do another flame toss. We should be good. I'm gonna wait him out because he does do that once in a while. on it going out. We should be safe from the burp. We're gonna kill him. Normally, that boss, that mini boss, not such a pain. I can't talk. We just didn't have any magic damage. So yeah, it did about 100 damage. Thankfully, played it safe. That would have been an embarrassing thing to die to. Depending on what the boss on Death Peak is, we may do a little extra grinding. I'm gonna go straight for it. We're gonna see how it works. If it's not viable, we'll kind of reassess. I'm gonna go ahead and set that up. So no need to set this up, just get the clone, come up here. It'll be ready for you. Go. Grab this. You do have time to get up here, usually. The next skip is a little tight, especially if it's like a weird sprite where it's hard to tell like where they are. The sprite itself doesn't actually affect the collision. It's just, you know, whether you can eyeball it properly or not. I did not. So we're gonna come up here. The main way I do this, once the bottom one moves, it usually means like they're both gonna sit for a second. We're gonna hold right here, go up as soon as we get past the tree. Oops. I can't play and talk at the same time, apparently. So normally you hold right, then you hold up when you get past the tree. You know, the thing will move out of the way with perfect timing. Pretty fast skip. I'm gonna wear that. So Luca's got some speed. We'll see if she knows how to use it. We're level 15. Boss will be level 17. We're two people out of the boss. Thankfully, not like a scary one. As long as we can get the boss down below half HP before it takes 2-3 turns, it won't kill me. So I'm hoping to do like a good amount of damage here. Okay, I think we're gonna have to heal, unfortunately. I have a group heal, yes. So she's gonna do the orbs. You know, it shouldn't kill anybody. She doesn't have like super high damage. It's just the combination of dropping her HP to 1 and then doing this, potentially deadly. But that's kind of like the scariest part. Once she gets below half HP, she's just gonna drop her HP to 1 like twice. Hopefully I can get through it in time. So I should be about to the halfway point. Yeah. So she'll do 2 of these. I don't remember exactly what she does after that 2. It might be the orbs, it might be the empty steel again. We're just gonna YOLO it. You know, if I don't immediately die, we're fine. If one character dies, I'll just bring it back up. Who cares? I think she does do like a group-wide physical attack. I don't remember when she does it, but we're gonna hope it's, you know, safe. I'm actually gonna heal myself here just in case. So if I do take that group-wide attack, I might actually die, but probably not. It sucks. So kind of getting hurt by my lack of damage. I assume, you know, if there's a character up here, we're gonna fix that pretty quick. Just crossing my fingers, hoping. You know, I could have gone through Cathedral, possibly find, you know, a good character as opposed to two crap ones. Just having the third party member in general, very helpful. It opens up like a lot of tech potential, you know, a lot of potential gear you could equip. Like that Star Sword, for example. I can't use it, but if I could, I mean, that fight would have gone much quicker. So we're gonna hug the right side here. Go down. Hit this thing. Gonna hug the right side again. You stay up top there, you're safe. There's nothing in here. You can do whatever you want. Kind of hug left, go down. Come across here, save. So I can run from the boss like the second time. But I'm just gonna heal up so I don't forget. So if you hold up and right, that won't hit you. Second boss, third boss, they're all gonna be the same boss. Just run from this one. If I wanted to fight it, I could, but I kind of just want to get through here. I'm putting it all on this gambit here. If there's no character, I'm in trouble. I've made a gigantic mistake. So you kind of got to hold up and then just kind of let it blow you down towards the end. I'm gonna heal, just in case like I accidentally hit these guys. It's kind of weird because like floating enemies, their hitboxes are below them, where their shadow would be on the ground. So, you know, especially like giant clusters of them moving, you know, in unpredictable patterns, it can mess you up. See, like I kind of walk into this guy and he doesn't do anything. So I did get a gun that might actually be better than my techs. Sadly. We'll see. Wall ring, just in case, you know, if there's like a high magic damage enemy or something. But we know it's Zeal. We're just gonna do the thing again. So I might be like slightly stronger in a relative sense. The boss level went up by 3, but my level went up by like 5 or something. I don't remember. We're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna heal up. What's going on, Vic? So I don't know if I've hit the 50% mark or not. I haven't checked. If not, I will, like right now. So that tech actually does enough damage that it might be worth holding out for. Just gonna do this one more time before doing another attack. 2 more of these and the boss will be down. But I'm gonna go ahead and pre-heal. I know the you know, the kill attack is coming next. Hopefully Luca gets a turn before, you know, before she dies. Okay, so relatively safe. So at this point, the boss is 1 hit away. If it does drop my HP to 1, I won't die. If it does the ball attack, hopefully I get my turn before then. Okay, we're fine. So flame kick, that'll finish it off. We're gonna push the zeal, climb the zeal, and you know, if there's a level 37 character here, we're gonna be happy. If not, we will have wasted probably a good 20 minutes setting this up. No regrets. Wish for the best. So we know there's one dead character check so far. So our odds are pretty decent. There's a character up here. Bent sword. We'll turn that in a minute. So if we see like the Christmas tree, that's kind of gonna give it away. If we get booted to the map, well, we didn't get a character here. That's pretty unfortunate. I wouldn't mind if this was like a forced character spot, but that option doesn't exist yet. Okay, so we did get a character, thankfully. Like I said, they'll be level 37. They're gonna have all of their techs. And it's Marl, which I know she had a 20 MP ice at the very least, so she's gonna be very good. Ayla should get her rock throw pretty soon, so we're gonna have some options. We should be able to do some checks pretty efficiently now. So, let's see. Let's give her a bandana, give her some speed. Give her the load vest for armor. So she's got Ice 2, 3, Arrow Hail 10, Ice 20. So good physical damage. But that ice is gonna definitely carry us through the seed. Hopefully we get some good stuff to pair with it. So any character that any character that I recruit from here, with her in the lead, they're all going to have all their techs. They're going to be at least level 37. So it might actually be a good play. You know, we're not feeling good about Luca as of now. Maybe grab another character. You'll get another really strong person to carry us. I know Spin Cut didn't roll very well, so Ice Sword, not necessarily a good play. But we'll figure something out. So this is, like I said, a double check. We've got the seed, so we can get 2 key items here. It's pretty good gambit. We saw from the intro cutscene, our series, I think, was here. So, while I don't have like a strong AoE, I can kind of cheese it in some way. I do have Arrow Hail. Might just use that. So her weapon's not the best, but at the level she's at, it should do pretty good damage. So 2 more of those, the boss goes down. They will get their attacks in. It'll hurt. They will not counter. They only counter when there's 4 or less left. So if I were to kill like 2 of them and then AoE, I'd be countered 4 times. I would probably die. So, you know, depending on if you have AoE, you know, what kind of damage you've got, you may use a different strategy. You may like bring them all within 1 hit of death and then kill them one by one so you don't get countered. Obviously AoE, you can just bring them all down together. That kind of trivializes it. Another dragon head, wow. So we're gonna start ramping up our power here, and now that we can actually like do bosses efficiently. That's kind of our pain point there. but the gambit did pay off. I'm gonna catch the rat just to get a chest. I don't have the pendant charge, so I can't go through the sealed door. I think I'm gonna catch the rat. So not like jets, you don't need to go all the way to the back to finish the check. You got that key item from the storage facility there. Then for like the seed turn in, you just have to beat the boss and come back. So that's what we're gonna do. So we've done like a lot of long checks, a lot of convoluted stuff to get there. So we do have like a lot of pretty freely accessible stuff on the table. Hecarim, Denadoro, Cathedral even. So objective-wise, I can't do any of them yet. So I'm just gonna knock some checks out. We're gonna see if we can open some stuff up here. Hecarim, kind of the obvious play. It's right here. Just walk straight to the boss, kill it, get a key item. Cathedral, now that I've got my strong party leader, recruits there become very attractive. So I may just go there next. I do have Marl. If I find like a prism shard, rainbow shell, whatever, get like a double dip off of that. So really hoping to see like a Valkyrie, Venus Bow, Siren, something like that. Really get this arrow hail online. The ice is good, but if I have an AoE fight, unless I get frog for ice water, it's not going to reach like its full potential. So we'll see what we've got here. Dalton plus. So if I do use magic here, let's, I guess, demonstrate that. They have a barrier, her. I'm gonna give her a little heal too, just in case. So, a little bit stronger than in vanilla. We've set his, level to be a little bit lower, so he scales up higher. He might die in, 2 to 3 ices, but the fire counter is gonna hit very hard, especially on my lower level characters. So not like one-shot range by any means. So I should be safe, just keep them relatively topped off, do like 1 or 2 more ices. Yeah, should be 1 more after this. If the magic is too much, you can just do physical attacks. He'll counter with the iron balls. If you do lightning, he'll also counter with the iron ball. So it just comes down to like, what kind of damage your party does. I'm gonna go ahead and heal her. What kind of resistance you have. Whether you have good magic resist or good group healing or whatever. Just whatever good damage you can pump out. Boss doesn't have a whole lot of health compared to some other bosses. So scary, but just kill him and he'll go away. So kind of ramping up. We're well on our way. Mostly we just need to find like logical access to the end game. Pendant charge would be good. Dreamstone would be good. From there, we kind of got like most of the path figured out. There's not like an outright, these items are go mode. It comes down to your objectives. Comes down to how you want to do it, whether you want to do the Black Omen. Save some trouble on the logic side to add some trouble like on the fighting difficulty side. All the extra time to go through there. Or end of time access bucket. If you can't find end of time, you can do the time gauge, crash through the shell. you know, you've got some options. You could do the hard Lavos in Ocean Palace. Not necessarily recommended, especially unscaled. Scaled, it's manageable, but unscaled, like you really need like a highly specific party setup to be able to do it. It's very hard. Need a lot of physical resist, status immunity, good healing. I don't think I healed. Whatever. Shouldn't be a big deal. So I don't plan on like doing this check right now. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna get Tata back to his house. We're gonna get a check off of him. We got the bent sword. When he's at his house, you can give that to him, get a key item. We don't really give it to him, but just holding it allows you to get it. Oh, I can't throw birds, I guess. I will grab these 2 chests real quick though. I haven't quite found like, you know, an ultimate piece of gear yet. They will be out here somewhere. I just don't know where. Let's see. So I haven't checked this market yet. So a lot of Chrono gear, a lot of frog gear going around. I'm gonna buy some of this stuff just in case. Full tonic's always good. Wall rings, especially for like non-casters, really good for Lavos. Get some more shelters. Normally I'd buy mid tonics, but just because I got 20 full tonics just now, I'm gonna skip that. 2 free chests here. I do have like the gold stud in the back pocket in sewers. I don't know if I have charm yet. Almost. So one more fight, I'll be able to get that if I feel the need. Let's look at it, yeah. I don't need to pay for viewers. My viewers work for free, all 2 of them. So if I do find Frog, I've got, you know, logical access to Magus's castle. It is an objective. Unfortunately, I don't have the shortcut without Magus. I might fish for him, you know, should the need arise. I'm gonna hope Arrow Hail just takes them out. I think it will. So pretty good tech. You know, it rolled pretty well. I've got a decent enough item for my weapon. No recruit here. So that plus Burrow, that's 2 dead checks. At this point, there's only 1 dead check remaining. So if we see 1 more dead character check, we know every other check is going to be something. Actually, I can't remember. The fair might have been dead too. So if that's the case, then Protodome, Dactyl Nest, North Cape, Backup Cathedral, that's going to be where my characters are. So if that's the case, then I will get a character here. We'll see. So one thing you'll find with this randomizer, birds suck. We hate birds. They're all, for some reason, quite strong. They all do a lot of damage, have more HP than they probably should. Thankfully, I did just enough to kill it. That would have countered and confused my character. Would have taken some time. It's kind of annoying. We do have Flare now. It's not a good Flare. RS2 wasn't very good either, but you know, if for some reason we need like an AoE magic, that's probably going to be our best option for now. Until, you know, Fire Whirl comes online. else can I yap about? So you'll notice I skipped the loot. I'm just gonna come back afterwards, after it's cleared out. You know, nothing to fight, just grab it then. If you need like a piece of gear to make this boss go quicker, it might be more beneficial to just go ahead and do the looting. I like to gamble, so I'm just not going to do that. Hope it works out. I know Son of Sun's at factory, so I'm not super worried about like dying or anything. This is kind of a crappy boss, though. But gonna haste her. It's got 1389 HP. Not so bad. I'm gonna charm this blue one. I think it gives you a mermaid cap. Don't quote me on that. I've never done this before. He's also right here, so quick animation. Yeah, so I got a mermaid cap, so that'll help me with my defenses. If I run into like a water enemy especially, it'll be pretty good. Let me go ahead and do antipode. This boss does a lot of counters, so if I can get, you know, 2 techs for the price of 1 and get less counters, I'll go ahead and do that. So that did 1,000 damage. One more of those, the boss goes down. This can be a very, very, very tedious boss. A lot of defenses, a lot of counters, a lot of physical damage. If you can't kill it quickly, then you know, you're in trouble. We should be okay here, though. We got the elixir, we got the mermaid cap. We'll be happy. If he does one more attack, we're dead, but we should have it here. So, if the imp dies, everything dies. If you can't effectively kill the imp, you don't have the right damage. Killing the beast first, the imp will lose its defenses, then you can just kill him. Thankfully, didn't have to do all that. The blue one is resistant to water, the red one's resistant to fire, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, a lot going on with that fight. The imp heals things. One of the least fun fights if you kind of have to grind through it. So we got the hero medal. Had magic and magic defense +5. We know that Frog has a pretty good leap slash, 17 MP. We saw that in the opening. So, you know, not the best thing to see on the hero medal, but we do have the spin strike proc. So if we get him in Robo, I mean, that might force like a party change. It's a very good tech. Especially if you get like a good weapon on Frog, you dump some power into him. It can very, very well hit max damage. So still not super confident in our gear. We've got status protect. We got that one mermaid cap. But armor-wise, mid-game stuff, not great. No super good accessories. We do have Robo. Can't do a lot with him yet. If we do have Robo Tackle though, which we will because he's going to have all his techs. Got, you know, our carry at the front here. You know, for that reason alone, probably drop Luca. Ice Tackle is very, very strong. It's got like a 1.5 times multiplier. Robo Tackle also rolled very good. So, we're set, basically. I'm gonna dump my tabs, hopefully find the Robo Ribbon. If I don't find the Robo Ribbon, maybe I won't invest in the Robo. We'll hold on to that. But yeah, Shock, pretty good magic. Easy Punch, good. It's all good. So that'll open up like factory Genodome once we can actually get there. Just gonna grab some chests here. So I will go back into Cathedral just to scope it out. Hopefully get something good out of there. so Robo, he does have like a decent amount of equipment just from being level 44 when we recruited him. You know, just a little fallback option. Don't want to have like a 10 arm at level 44. That would be funny. We got Crisis Valkyrie, so that's very good. We can actually utilize that. I have an earring by chance? No. I'm still gonna wear it. It's gonna hit very hard, especially with that 8 last digit. Oh, oops. So, still no Zeal access. It's pretty late in the game to not have something like that. Just the way it goes sometimes. It's unfortunate. I'm sure, like, you know, Denadoro or something is where we should have gone from the start. See what else is on the table. Can't do Yakra 13. I can't do Rust Tyranno yet. Can't do Red Knight. Can't do Black Tyranno. Can't do Son of Sun. Can't do R series. So, a pretty safe bet. Denadoro is probably where we should have gone. I don't think I grabbed the Tata check either. I should do that first. I set it up. I talked about it. Didn't even do it. Yeah, I mean, it's something between those two, I think, should be what we're after. So possibilities there. Another amulet, nice. So we're pretty good on status. Possibilities, you know, find something that leads to Frog, Dreamstone, or Pendant Charge. Just looking at the way things are, I would guess either Pendant Charge or Dreamstone. I think probably less likely leads to Frog, just because like that's a very specific scenario. Like Dreamstone would be a recruit, but it would also give me Tyranno Lair anyway. Bike Key could potentially lead to him as well, but yeah, it's like a single specific key item leading to a single character. If I were a betting man, I'd say least likely outcome, but things do happen. So Rainbow Shell, that gives me another check. I might as well just do that. It's free. It's got some chests, pretty much right here. I wish I had got that before doing Cathedral, so I didn't have to do this again. But you know, who among us, you know, doesn't make mistakes like that? I can't think of anybody. So it's something that, you know, we have a character that can do that. It's, you know, there's no hints from the logic, but once you start like coming up on the last couple of checks, you still kind of start to get an idea. You know, this is what's available to me. This is probably going to be important. Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't have had to have been there. We'll just see what happens. You know, it could be something silly like Gate Key, which will give us access to some other stuff as well. There's still Denadoro in play. If we find... Well, there's not a whole lot left. A lot of Frog stuff. So, Pendant Charge. Now we can go to Zeal. We do have the Jets of Time already, so we don't need to do the Blackbird. That'll be an objective in itself. So things are coming together. We could do Ocean Palace. That's an objective. We can do Magus Castle, although I don't want to. We can do Factory, also an objective. So one thing to note here, you can grab this item and just leave. You can't actually do the King Trial until, you know, until you get the Prism Shard. It's a second item for it. Not a lot of incentive to do it normally, unless it's like an objective or something. So we'll just not do that. So unfortunately, we will have to backtrack. We'll have to walk all the way through the sewers again. We did do the shortcut though. We're gonna grab the sealed doors on the way as well. So a little bit of a slow start, but at this point, I mean, we've pretty much got the setup. Robo, I wish he had the ribbon. We're gonna see if we can't find that. If not, I mean, we'll figure something out. We'll be okay. We do have wall rings. We do have moon armors. If we find a prism helm, that's also useful. So the main concern there, Robo's magic defense very low. The ribbon helps with that, especially like Lavos 2, his nipple lasers. If you've got like 70 magic defense, you're probably gonna die. You want like 75, 80 to be safe. Ayla near no. Really tempted by the gold studs, but kinda just wanna go. Ayla, she can survive with like 75 magic defense, do some Dino Tail, like 5 HP. Might do some of that if we get that far. Only got like 35 minutes left before I have to go. Hopefully it won't take that long. So, one of the 3 paths to Zeal here, the other being Tyranno and Magus Castle. We didn't find logical access for that, thankfully. Found a quick way. Mount Woe is an objective. We can do that. Epoch Boss, that'll put us at 2. Mount Woe will put us at 3, then we can just do Factory and go straight to the thing, Lavos. I'm gonna go ahead and check this stuff. Struggling with the book. This doesn't normally happen. Kind of awkward. So not a lot of good stuff for sale, fortunately. I think anything I could have wanted, we've already got. So we do have a couple more shops to look at. If I can get this arrow hail off before they attack, they should just die. I do have that crisis weapon. Oh, not a strong crisis. But I mean, it got him pretty close. Shock should finish it easily. That would have just one-shot him outright. Oops. Good to know. So 90 tech points. Getting up there as far as Ayla techs. The other characters, not really a concern. They've already got their stuff. And I'm sure they'll be like a decent level by the time we get up here. So, looking at the objectives, alternatively, we could do Johnny Race, we could do Mount Bow, Magus Castle, nothing really all that attractive. If we had Light Key, if we had Chrono, Johnny Race would be pretty quick. If we found Magus, his castle would be pretty quick, but as of now, as of right now, not super good looking. So I'm still looking for some good gear. I'm gonna do, you know, some extra checks, extra looting, just on the off chance like something good pops up. I do have the sealed chests I can look at. Probably do that after flight, just because it's way quicker that way. We'll see what this gives us. Not a lot of things it could be that we care about at this point, but you never know. So, you know, if we happen to do the King's Trial for some reason, that'll give us some extra stuff. No guarantee that it's anything good, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So we're gonna get our flight. We're gonna get to our end game, hopefully. See what we do here. Well, I should check this stuff first, just in case. Consumable wise, we got a mega, we got some elixirs, not a lot of ethers. Hoping to find some more of those without having to buy them. We set up the scratch. A lot of the time, this check just happens to have something good on it, sheer luck. So I just do it for the fun of it. Okay, so nothing good there. Unfortunate. Alright, so we got the moon armor, white rock with protect all. I've already got like 3 amulets, so whatever on that. Tools, if I had frog, I could do a check with that. Not worried about it. So Robo Ribbon wise, we've checked 2 of the mini bosses. There's 2 more in Aussie Fort that we could check really fast. We could do Genodome. That is an objective. We can do it pretty quick, I think. That may actually be the play that we go for here. Unfortunate boss here, Hecarim. I'm gonna haste up Marl and just cross my fingers. 12,000 HP is not too bad, but my magic is kind of lacking, aside from Marl here. So this will put us at 2 objectives. Factory would put us at 3. It'll give us end of time. Protodome, potentially a character we want. So we just need 1 more. Like I said, Genodome, looking pretty tasty. Not nearly as long as you might think it is. If you're used to like the vanilla or the jets. You know, we've got a way to skip the conveyor battles. We've got some more skippable encounters. We do have to fight the mini boss there in addition to the boss. But other than that, I mean, it's not so bad. So there's that Aussie Fort. Then the Zeal Palace, I think I might check that first. The ribbon might just be there, and we'd be wasting our time going anywhere else. I should have just looked when I was there, but, you know, not the best decision maker sometimes. Famously so. They say, you know, I'm a mean lord, I do funny stuff intentionally, but the truth is I'm just stupid. That's my great secret, my shame. But nobody will ever know that. They'll never believe. So hopefully hopefully this is worth it. I've got about 25 minutes left. I'd say at least 10 to 15 of that will be Lavos. So cutting it close. I'm hoping to deliver a a smashing victory here, but if it comes down to it, I might have to cut it short. Not feeling bad about the party. Hila losing out on those levels, not crazy about that. Honestly, I should just reset, but oh, here we go. Okay, so we got the ribbon. We know we can invest into Robo now. It's safe. The reason we would do that, Ice Tackle. It rolled very well, 1.5 times damage on two very strong techs, 5,500 damage. So that's without power tabs on Robo. That's without any boost to like magic, any prism specs. We're not even level 50 yet, so the potential is there. So we don't need to do Genodome, although it may still be like our fastest path to the end game. Although I could just do this instead. We do have the Ruby Knife. This is an objective, and it's fun. So I'm just going to do that. It is faster than it normally would be, just because of all the skips and whatnot. So we're going to time it. We're going to say it starts at like 125, just get a rough estimate. Just for future reference, weighing whether we want to do this or not. Mind you, we do have a strong party. I'm gonna take this muscle ring off. I don't know why he's wearing that. I guess Blue Rock. Some speed. We are gonna take the speed stuff off later, so I'm gonna give him some speed. Give him some power. So Robo Tackle, interesting quirk. It scales like Gala Tex, which means it does not actually reduce your weapon damage whatsoever. You could wear a 10 arm and it will not matter. So we don't have a good Robo weapon, but we do have that good Robo Tackle. We can lean into it. One of the best dual techs in the game, made better by really strong rolls on the individual techs. So, feeling good. It's more, I think, a question of, am I going to have enough time to finish than whether I can finish. Still got to skip these. I still got to skip the next one. That was pretty easy. This one, not mandatory. So it's been, 90 seconds and we're at the elevator. A little bit faster than maybe, you might expect or you might be used to. Puts it pretty on par with other dungeons, assuming you can get through this part pretty quick. And that is an assumption. I don't actually, I can't guarantee that. But we do have some good damage here, so we got Prism Helm drops too. Hopefully more than one of those is going to drop. I don't know what enemy dropped it. We may see it again. So if we do get like 3 of those, feeling very confident. I'm actually not sure if we're going to see any of those enemies again. No, probably not. This is like how the scouters normally are. We're gonna roll with it. See. coming up on the last 20 minutes. We get through this, we'll do factory, go to end of time, fight the boss. Shouldn't be a big problem, I think. We've got good damage, we've got immunity. Our gear, not the best, but probably good enough. Considering all the other things that are in our favor. Consumable-wise, we're not doing great, but we do have Robo. You can just heal beam. That's a pretty strong, roll really well. So I'm thinking I can probably win here. Not here at Ocean Palace, but before I have to leave. One problem, Son of Sun at Factory. I don't think I have any Fire Absorb. We're gonna lean into the magic defense very heavily. Speaking of. So, Ayla is in desperate need of magic defense, more so than anybody else. We're gonna give that to her. Put the Silver Rock again. That's good. Yeah, we'll just keep that. So, twin boss here. I'm gonna regret saying this, but most of the time, it's two different bosses. And it was true today too. Sometimes you get twin golems, which is really funny. Very vanilla. Not usually the case, I promise. So golem boss, not a scary boss. I'll do that 4 times. The boss will go down. Masa and Mune, mostly it's got like distinct phases. I think once you get it below half HP, it starts hitting harder, it starts charging its laser, starts countering. So I'm gonna just let him sit in the first phase, hopefully not get immediately punished by that. Good. So one more ice tackle on the golem boss. This is gonna eat up my consumables. Out of these bulky boys here. Okay, so he actually does charge up. I was mistaken. I think he just hits harder in the second phase then. So I'm gonna do a little healing here. Try not to get killed by his AoE. Pretty good magic defense on Marl. This shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna eat the counter. They eat the AoE. I don't think it's gonna kill her. So he's got 13 and some change HP. So 2 Robo Tackles. Maybe thrown a Dino Tail or 2. Maybe shouldn't have done the Dino Tail. Probably not gonna do that much. Should have got the MP back instead. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think he's in phase 2 now. So I'm gonna try to get a heal beam out. That's gonna save me some trouble. Ice toss. It's not going to kill the boss, but it will be pretty close at that point. So, obviously, 2 different bosses. Definitely introduces, some considerations that maybe didn't exist before. If they're both the same boss, you can kind of plan around that. You know what they're both going to do. You kind of have an understanding that they're going to attack roughly at the same time. They're going to counter at the same HP thresholds, things of that nature. Two different bosses. You don't necessarily know, how their attacks line up with each other. You don't necessarily know, which one should I kill first. What counter attacks are gonna, put you in danger with the other boss. It's not necessarily like difficult most of the time, but it's enough to make you stop and think. Really plan, how you want to approach it. Anyway, we'll go ahead and die to hard Lavos just to really demonstrate, what we're up against as far as that's concerned. I don't have the party set up for it. I want more physical defense, probably more levels, probably more speed, full immunity. Definitely more consumables than what I've got. So it's either kind of like a special challenge of a boss, or something you cheese, or if you just happen to not find a path to the end game, but you're like level 50 and you've got all the best gear. It's kind of your fallback. I'm gonna fall on my back right here because I don't have what it takes. But so notable things here. Physical defense, very important. All of its attacks are physical based. Destruction rains from the heavens, physical. That needle thing, physical. So high armor, shields, protect from the also very fast boss, if you can tell. It's essentially like 16 speed or more, compared to like say your party. Gets attacks just as often as your party does. That AoE destruction rain, it's basically like as strong as the Grand Stone on Lavos 3, and he just spams it endlessly. Not to be trifled with. Anyway, I'm looking at the clock. I don't think I'll have time to actually finish. We're gonna see how far we can get though. I'm not gonna worry about like shops or anything at this point. Just gonna go through factory. Got magic defense. Hopefully kill Son of Sun at least. If not, fight Lavos 2 maybe. So if you've played the vanilla game, if you've played, Jets of Time, if you've played this, you pretty much know, what Lavos does. It's fully vanilla. All the stats are vanilla. The script is vanilla. The status effects vanilla. It's just largely completely unchanged. So while I would love to get through all that, not really necessary. It's more a question of what kind of party do you need to do the boss. Like I said, you want somewhere close to 80 magic defense. We would pass the laser check this party. That's the big wall. The first form, it's got 10,000 health. It doesn't hit very hard. It does, the confuse attack, but whatever. Not a big deal. The second form, the laser, the Shadow Doomblaze, those are the big things. The bananas that come out afterwards, they might hit you for 200 to 400 depending on your physical defense, but it's not like a huge problem. The obstacle, it's always confuse. It's never any other status effect. Hello, Jeremy. It's good to see you. I know you've seen a few other videos. I've seen your comments. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I hope everything goes well. So anyway, forget where I was. Oh yeah, the confuse. So even if you don't have status protect, you can kind of survive it. You know, once he does another AOE, the confuse comes off. The poison, you know, assuming you have the health to survive 2 of those attacks in a row, you'll be free of the confuse. You'll be able to attack. You'll definitely have to heal up for the Shadow Doom Blaze, but after that, I mean, you can freely attack for a while. He's got 20,000 HP. You know, you're level 50, you can do that. So Lavos 3, you know, same old story. You gotta kill the right bit. You gotta kill the other bits to drop the right bit's defenses. You know, it does a variety of nasty stuff. You know, statuses and physical AoEs, lightning that kills you, slows, whatnot. Just, you know, the same kind of stuff you're used to if you've played any other version of the game. Mostly, in my mind, you know, if you've got consumables, if you can get through Lavos 2, you can do Lavos 3. It's, you know, a little bit of a different, you know, kind of fight, but not like any stronger necessarily. More unpredictable for sure. So, scariest boss in the world. I'm gonna haste. I don't have any barriers. Whatever. So you have to drop the boss below 10k HP. Have the counter there. So every time you hit the flame, it'll do, say, 200 damage or whatever. 215. So I may actually have to do more than 10 hits here, just because the boss is at max level. The amount of damage the flare does is equivalent to like what the Shadow Beam does. So if you don't lose half your health to the flare, you're probably okay for the Shadow Beam too. Robo might die, I don't know. We're gonna gamble on it. Of course. So he's fine. He's laughing. So I haven't been counting. I want to say like 4 more attacks would kill it, roughly. I might be ready to do some healing here in a second once it shuffles. So it's like 3 hits away. It looks like. Hopefully Robo gets his turn. It comes up. There we go. So I'm just gonna get all my health back here. So we know the flare is coming. We know, you know, even if you get hit by the flare and the shadow thing, you're gonna live. Well, that didn't really cure all my HP, did it? Okay. Hopefully Robo doesn't die. Okay, so 2, 3 more of those will be set. We're fine. Just gotta get those hits in. So that'll kill it. That'll drop it below 10,000. As you can see, the boss shouldn't do anything from here. So we got our cat attack. I think that's Ayla's last attack. So on paper, shouldn't have any problem killing the boss, finishing the seed, just out of time. There's no way I'm killing it in 5 minutes. Even with this party, probably do like 7,000 damage, highest tackles, but just can't quite do it. We're just gonna see what he's got. We're gonna go to end of time. We're gonna save. We're gonna get out of here. So, Fire 2, if he had dual techs, I don't think he does. That would be good. Could do like double fire whirls with 220 MP Fire 2s and Tailspin. That's pretty cool. Otherwise, not a very good recruit. If I had found the bike key early on, probably would have got a lot of use out of him, but I didn't. So once you've got like the last village portal open, old man will give you an item here. For some reason, even though like there's no logic to it, more often than not, that's a pretty good item. I couldn't tell you why. Vigil hat like that. I take that. So from here, I do have the bucket unlocked. I can go up here, fight the end boss, win the game, and I'm confident I would have won. Definitely not coping. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave everybody in suspense. Might pick it up later. We'll see. But I gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. You know, ctrando.com. Try it out. It's a lot of fun.